Okay, hey everyone, Jen here. In this video, I'm going to teach you 3 secrets of LinkedIn. And this is 3 secrets that I've learned after making thousands and thousands of dollars using LinkedIn to generate business every single month. So this is particularly addressed to people who've tried LinkedIn and just found it didn't work. So if you're posting content, you're adding people, you're messaging people, and it's just really not converting, 0 in New Business 1, then here is a list of 3 secrets that I've learned over the past few years using LinkedIn to generate clients just pretty much every month on month with regularity. Firstly, LinkedIn is not about you, it's about other people. Secondly, LinkedIn is a very rich database as well as a social media platform. Thirdly, LinkedIn is a networking event, just like a conference event or meetup. It's just switched on 24/7. So let's go through them one by one. Firstly, LinkedIn is not about you, it's about other people. The reason I say this is that a lot of people start their LinkedIn experience when they're looking for jobs. And so you set up your LinkedIn like your CV, your professional resume. You list every award, every single job you've ever had, every single piece of education you've ever had. And you even write your about section as though it's like a third-person biography. The problem with this approach is that your LinkedIn profile then is just entirely all about you. It's basically making you look about as good as you can, all your achievements, all your awards, your stellar career achievements. And this is lovely if you want to be admired. But it's not that great when you're trying to generate business, because ultimately, out there in the world, people are really only interested in solutions to problems that they're facing. They're not that interested in how qualified we are. Your Harvard degree is lovely. Your TEDx speaking experience is great. However, if you can't solve a pressing problem, if you can't create impressive solutions for a business, then this is just window dressing. It's just polish. It's far more effective to make your LinkedIn profile about the results you create for a very specific demographic of people. If you turn your LinkedIn profile into a profile of the solutions that you can provide and the problems you can solve, and if you turn your headline and your bio into a promise about these solutions and about this process of problem solving, this is when you're much more positioned to generate business. Instead of saying, "Hi, my name is, this is my job, I'm this role within the company," you should change it to become a promise. "My name, I help a certain client create a certain solution within a time frame." You see how that changes? It's not about me, my job description, and the role in the company. It's about how I help a certain demographic of people create a certain outcome. It becomes about them. Next, in your about section, change it from third person to first person, but include the promise of the results that you create. Get very specific about who you help, what type of business, how big are they, how small are they, what kind of industry are they part of, what are the challenges that they're facing. Then you talk about the results you create, and if there's any kind of step framework to create those results, spell that out. Firstly, secondly, thirdly, fourthly, this is the process. If you have testimonials or bullet point case studies, show how you've helped a certain client solve a certain problem within a time frame, or a certain client create an amazing solution within a time frame. And finally, make it very, very clear how people can get in touch if they want to find out more. Add your phone number, add your email address, add a call booking link, add a website where people can find out more information. Don't make it difficult for people to know what to do next. Of course, you want to fill out your profile with qualifications and experience and education and recommendations and all those other things, but that's not the primary focus of your profile. So in short, you want to change your LinkedIn profile from a CV into a sales page about the solutions you create for a very certain demographic. So let's move to the second point. LinkedIn is a powerful database as well as a social networking platform. Big challenge that people face when they're using LinkedIn is they're sharing content on LinkedIn like they might do on Instagram or Facebook, on Twitter, and then just finding that this content isn't converting and creating people calling them up or sending them messages and turning into clients. Inbound business is definitely possible on LinkedIn, but it's not the fastest route to business. The most powerful and valuable element of LinkedIn is its presence as a giant database listing every single person on there by multiple criteria. So you can list people by their geography, by their job title, by their company size, by the company industry, by company revenue, by company growth or decline, by company events such as mergers, sales, rounds of funding, changes of leadership. So not making use of this search capacity and being able to find defined lists of certain decision makers of certain seniority is a huge gap. Instead of just posting content and hoping that people see it, turn your attention to actually finding people and then strategically adding and connecting with the right people. Another element of LinkedIn that a lot of people don't make use of is that you can sync your email account, your phone number, or your other CRM or database, and actually find everyone that you've already got in your contacts list on LinkedIn and then add them. And the benefit of doing this is that every single person you add opens up a second degree and third degree network of people that they are then connected to that you can start to reach out and network with. The more you have a presence on LinkedIn of your ideal clients, so previous clients, historical businesses that you've worked with, the easier it is then for you to find similar businesses within similar niches, industry verticals, similar geographies, similar sizes, and other similar decision makers. So by simply just having a profile and sharing content, you're missing out on the massive power of the database and the networking element of LinkedIn. Which brings me to the third secret of LinkedIn. So that LinkedIn is like an event, like a conference, like a meetup, like a networking event, but it's 24/7. So probably you found that turning up to a BNI event or going to an industry conference is a really powerful way of connecting with people in real time, getting business cards, creating relationships, and then following up relationships for potential business. However, you're massively limited by your geography. So being able to attend a conference or a meetup event in person, you're limited by your time. You can only be in one place at any one given time. And you're limited by the schedule of conferences that are on in any kind of industry calendar. LinkedIn is on 24/7. So if you're going to a trade show or an industry event, often the names of all of the attendees is published. And if not, all the names of anybody speaking or presenting their business is certainly listed. And you're able to then, before the event, find key people and then approach them and list all the people that you want to talk to at this event. So going back to the earlier point about LinkedIn being a database, like you can do this at any point that you want to using LinkedIn. You can find CEOs of all the major companies, chief decision makers within all the major niches and all the major geographies at any time that you want to. It also just gives you, LinkedIn, it provides this kind of vast array of ways that you can interact with people. So obviously one way is just to connect with them or send them a message. But you can also view their content, you can like things, you can comment on things, you can read things that they're sharing. If they create an event on LinkedIn, you can attend their event, you can join a group on LinkedIn that other people are attending, are members of, and network with people within an interest group. You can endorse people, you can recommend them, you can offer to introduce them to somebody else. So just like any networking event, if you just walk up to people and try and sell them your thing, you're not going to be welcome. You're not going to find that your business progresses very quickly. This is just not a good business development strategy. However, on the flip side, just standing in the corner and waiting for people to come to you is not a good business development strategy either. Good networking requires a proactive strategy of finding the right people in the room, making a meaningful connection with them, and offering meaningful value to them, whatever that value is. So relationship is based on asking good questions, showing an interest in the work that they're doing, finding out about them and finding out about the gaps or the holes or the challenges or the problems that they're facing in the work that they're doing. You can make relevant introductions, you can provide good advice, you can share free resources such as books, training, white papers, research. You can invite people to your own event where you create masses of value. There's so many ways that you can connect with people. That's not just cold pitching. So to sum up everything, LinkedIn is a brilliant tool for business development. I am one example of someone who makes thousands of dollars every single month generating cold leads from LinkedIn, and my clients do it themselves all the time. If you follow these 3 steps, these 3 secrets of LinkedIn, you will vastly turbocharge your ability to connect with people, generate conversations with people, and have business in your pipeline. So if you would like help with using LinkedIn to generate 10K to 100K clients on a regular basis, then just comment below or message me. We can set up a conversation and talk about a strategy that would work for you. I hope this video was helpful, and I look forward to seeing you in the next training.